Hey guys, welcome back to Just Being a Mom podcast. And today, or tonight, it's so funny. I always say today, but I always record at night. I don't think it matters, but I upload the video in the morning. So today makes more sense. Okay, so today we are talking about all things breastfeeding, baby number 2, how I breastfed in the hospital, how I'm doing now versus baby number 1, like just everything breastfeeding for baby number 2, how my boobies are doing. They're hanging in there. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, obviously subscribe, because we are here, okay? So yeah, breastfeeding. Oh, and if you haven't, please check out, I'll put a link in the description. Please check out my breastfeeding journey video. I talk about Black Breastfeeding Week and my journey with breastfeeding my firstborn. And definitely check it out. It's such a good video. It's like one of my most viewed videos. Surprisingly, I was just like, people really care about breastfeeding. So I'm definitely gonna share with you what's been going on with baby number 2. So for starters, it's basically been just the same as breastfeeding Elijah in the hospital. I did like the colostrum. He latched on like perfectly. And if your child has like a tongue tie or lip tie, definitely seek lactation consulting, because you still can do it. You still can get your baby to latch. I know a baby who had a tongue tie and who is still breastfeeding in like 2.5. So you can do it. Definitely seek help. Help is out there if you really want to breastfeed, but no pressure. Fed is best. There is never any judgment here. I hate to see in the comments when people are, talking about like, how could you not breastfeed your baby? Like, it's just disgusting. They make formula for a reason. Thank God they make formula for moms who can't breastfeed or who don't even want to breastfeed. Like, you don't have to breastfeed. You have to feed your baby. That's all you have to do. Fed is best, okay? So in the hospital, he latched on great. My milk didn't come in until like the night I got home. So I want to say like 3 days. And it was kind of the same with my firstborn, like kind of that 3 days. I got super engorged. It was really rough. But I did pump this time versus the first time. My midwife was telling me, just massage it, just try to feed him, like try to like hand release. My midwife is awesome. Awesome. But I was in so much pain. I was crying. It was horrible. I had to pump, and I pumped. But the thing about that is your body keeps creating, and it's creating more than actually what your baby needs. So that's why she did not want me to pump. But now we're on like, I'm making what my baby needs. But I always feel like more milk, the merrier, But, and actually about my breast pump, I actually have a Freemie breast pump, and it's like a little cup and it sits in. It's not the really expensive one. The one that's, I think it's called like Willow, and it's just like a cup. And it doesn't have any cords, battery operated. You just stuff it in there, and the milk goes right into the bag. It's like $300. So I'm not getting it. But my breast pump is great. Like, I can still like use my hands to do things, but it is on a cord, so I do have to like just sit down. And so I found that the hand pump, either the Haka or just the hand pump, really works better for me, because it's not such a production, like sitting down, doing all the stuff, the straps, having the bag, doing all the cords with the original breast pump. It's just like a lot for me. If I could just take the simple manual breast pump and just shove it on there. And I show pictures of these in I'll put the description. I'll put the link in the description in my packing for baby bag. So I'll put this so you can see, like, oh, and I'll put pictures. No big deal. I'll put pictures. But it's just easier just to put that baby on, pump it out that way, and then I'm good to go. And you think like, oh, you sit there and like pump, like use your hands to pump. No, you just hold it, and like the suction will suck, and then it'll stay in that state where it's sucking out, and the milk will just flow out. So you don't have to keep pumping. You just stick it on there and it'll just flow out. So yeah, I find that way easier for me. So, but I'm not like most moms. I don't work, unfortunately. I mean, I do work. I have 2 kids, so I definitely do work. But I'm with my baby 24/7. I never leave him, so I never have to have a bottle for him or anything. He just eats. The milk that I have in my freezer now is from the beginning when I was very much engorged and needed to just release it. And it's there just in case he needs it, in case I just like turn up one night and like I can't breastfeed him because so yeah, he's just with me all the time, and I never really have to pump. A lot of people have to pump. Like I know one mom who is exclusively pumping to feed her baby. So she's just exclusively just pumping it out and feeding the baby with a bottle, pumping it out and feeding the baby with the bottle. I'm not sure if the latching didn't work for her, or like, I'm not sure why, but that's how she's decided to feed the baby, which is great. That is best. And she's like sticking to that breast milk journey, which is awesome as well. But for me, I don't really need, like I've seen moms have like this stash of milk, which is so beautiful. And then sometimes I look and I have like 2 bags in there. I'm like, but I don't really need it to do it because I'm not like going anywhere. But if you disagree, totally write it in the comments. And then I'll like explain more about it. But yeah, but also in the beginning, my nipples were like cracked and they were bleeding this time. The first time they didn't bleed. This time they were raw, like pink, like a white girl. Like pink nipples. Like, and they were so cracked. I will put in the description which cream I used, and but it worked like a charm. Like, and I also after I would breastfeed, I would put it on, and I would just lay like bare so the air could hit it and it could heal faster. So that was a game changer for sure. Just laying bare and like sleeping without anything on me all night so my nipples could really heal. That was a big game changer, and I was still able, cause it hurt so bad. Like I like took a day off and like was giving him the bottle, and like I would just pump and then feed him, and then pump and then feed him for like a day, and I would have given up if I wasn't so like focused. Like I fed Elijah for 2.5 years. Like I want to obviously do the same with this baby. So I really would have given up if I hadn't like researched ways to like stick with it. And like the air, sorry, I keep crying my breast. But the air, I think, was definitely a game changer. Just sleep bare, do the nipples, do the nipple cream. There's tons of good nipple creams. And I really, like the first time, I didn't have to use a nipple cream at all. But luckily now, like, I would say it took me a good 4 days for my nipples to heal fully and the baby could latch, and I would still feel like a shock. It feels like you're being electrocuted and it hurts so bad. But like by that 4th day, it was just like, it didn't last as long. But like you would put I would put them on there, and I remember when I was like, during that 4 days, I would put them on there and my whole body would just like ache, and it was just so horrible, and I just couldn't wait. And I just kept telling myself, like, it'll get better, like it'll heal, it'll so soon, just one more day, like you could do it. And I just kept telling myself that, and like it got easier and easier and easier, and I just had to stick with it. And if you're looking for that encouragement too, just one more day, just do it for one more day. And then again, just do it for one more day. You can do it if you really want to stick to it. It was tough. And still, even after that, like it would be like a shock, but it wouldn't be like my body's in pain. And then now my nipples are so tough. I can feed any baby, okay? Any baby, okay? But yeah, like I plan on feeding Kendrick for as long as I can. But my breasts are taking, they're so saggy. That's so horrible to say. They're not horribly saggy, but when they're empty, they're just like no fun. You know, when they're full, it's like, oh yeah, these are great. Oh my gosh. Okay, so TMI. But when me and my husband are having sex, sometimes it really ruined the mood when like milk comes out. So that's no fun. But at least it's like there, and at least like I know it's like I'm still producing and it's still good. So, but it's just like makes it really awkward when you're trying to like get in the mood and like milk is just spilling out. You have to put like a pad on there or something. But I don't usually have like leakage. If you are like so engorged, like not like so engorged, but like you leak often, they definitely make pads for that. I would say maybe try to pump less, but I guess if you're like going to work, okay, don't take that advice. That was horrible. I don't know. And I don't know what you would do. Just wear the pads. I've seen people put socks in there. But yes, do what you have to do to keep creating food for your baby. Always. And it's so frustrating because like sometimes I don't feel like eating and I'm like, oh, I have to eat because I have to breastfeed. I have to drink water. I have to drink all this water because I have to breastfeed my baby. So, you know, just know that you're doing it for the betterment of your baby. And it'll help you to stick to it. And if you want to stop at 6 months, stop. If you want to stop, whenever you want to stop, whatever you do, whatever is best for you and your family and your baby, do that. They make healthy options. One of my friends was telling me she gave her baby oat milk and it was just as nutritious. The baby wasn't malnourished or anything, and she was so healthy. And she was like supplementing it, or supplement like the little breast milk that you have with formula. There's so many options, but I hope you guys got some clarity with this video. I know it's so funny to say clarity, but like usually my videos are like all over the place. But I hope you guys did get some clarity like with your breastfeeding journey, and like hopefully some encouragement to like keep going, and like that you can do it. Because even if you don't, like you're still their mom, and you're still an awesome person, awesome mom. You're still feeding your baby, and you got this. And that's it for this episode. But guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. See you next time.